Hey guys, it's your girl Tahita with Beauty and the Kinks. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This video is very different from the videos that I've done before. I am doing a story time video today for you guys, and just a little heads up. So I am being more consistent with my videos and getting more of them out there, and I noticed that I am growing my channel. My subscribers, or the amount of subscribers that I have, it is growing. And with that being said, I want you guys to get to know a little bit more about me. So every month I will be posting a get to know me video, basically sharing some insight into my life, maybe a Q&A here and there, a vlog here and there, and a story time here and there. So today's video, as you can see by the title, is I ain't got no friends. So let's jump right into that. So it's true, but not so much true, because I do have friends. I have a group of women that I value so much. They're either close friends that I grew up with, and I'll just call those close friends, because there are people that I don't keep in contact with a lot, but I do consider them a friend, and I know that if I ever really needed something, they'd be there for me. So I have a couple of those friends, and I have my soul sisters who I've grown with so much, and I love them to death. So I have a group of friends. Now, what I mean by the friends that I don't have are girls that I kick it with, girls that I talk to on a regular basis, girls that can pull up at my house at any time, or I can go to their house any time a week, or I see them every week. That type of friend, that friend that you see in the squad goals, or the, you know, they're partying every other weekend or stuff like that. I don't have those. And here's why. I have grown so much in the past 6 years, and really I want to say that I started losing friends about 6 years ago. So I have 4 different scenarios that I'm gonna share with you guys, and they're like 3 friends, 3 women, and then like a couple of women. So those are the 4 scenarios, starting with friend number 1. Now, friend number 1 and I were extremely close. I really did consider her a sister. I loved her family loved me, my family loved her, she loved my family. She lived with me, we ended up getting a place together. Like, we were really close, we were really tight. I moved out of the city, she moved out of the city, and that was just coincidental, but it was really cool because we moved around the same area, around the same time, and we were just really tight. And our friendship actually ended over petty drama. I never saw that coming, but I had a rough night personally, and I was really going through it. Like, I had to call the prayer line at my church, like, no lie, the night that me and her stopped talking. And basically, I'm the type of person that if you're going to put my relationship with you or my friendship with you on the line, if you think it's cool to threaten that, or, you know, hold that above my head, then I don't need your friendship. I don't want that type of friendship. So that night, I did have some stuff of hers in my car, and she wanted me to go drop it off after I had like a horrible experience that night. And her words were basically, all you need to do is drop my shit off and we don't ever have to be friends after this. I was like, nah, bruh, I can't do it. So due to petty drama, we stopped talking. I never spoke with her. I never spoke to her after that, and that's okay. Like, I still have nothing but love for her. I wish her nothing but the best. There was no beef between me and her. I just was not about to bend that night. We had already gotten into it that night, and it wasn't working. So everything happens for a reason, and we moved apart. And yeah. That leads me to friend number 2. Friend number 2 was actually the person I turned to the night that me and her, friend number 1 that is, fell out. So friend number 2 initially was never the friend that I would call my best friend. She was more like a party girl to me. And the reason for that was because we just ended up going out a lot together. And I'm so sorry, y'all. My baby wants to be needy right now. So yeah, can I put you down? Can I put you down? Yeah, so yeah, friend number 2, I ended up getting really close with her just because I hung out with her all the time. We hung out and partied all the time, so I got really close to her. Now that situation ended real ugly. It was so messy, like really messy. But it's kind of a situation where you see people do things to other people, but you never think that they'll do that to you. I knew the type of person she was, I knew her character, but yet I still continued to be her friend, which was wrong of me and very naive of me. So so for our friendship, it ended really, really bad. And I think why it ended so bad was because she was actually talking shit. She was actually talking shit about my family. And when I found out, that was like, you crossed the line. And it just got really messy to the point where we had to involve police, because I was living with her and my stuff was at her house and I had to go get my stuff, but I knew I wanted to beat that ass so bad. Like, I wanted to whoop her so bad. Don't talk about me and mines. Matter of fact, you could talk about me, just don't talk about mines. And anyway, so that ended really, really bad. And as I said, I wanted to beat her ass. I wanted someone to beat her ass. I wanted her hurt. I can say that I've grown past the pettiness, and I wish her nothing but the best. I did hear that she had a child, and Lola, stop clicking me. Stop. I heard that she had a baby, and I know that that was something that she really, really wanted. So I'm extremely happy for her. But it's just that at that time, honey child, I was not having it. I did not like her. I still don't really like her, because I don't know if her character's changed, and I don't, you know, like, it's one of those situations like you don't think that person will ever change, and it's very possible they might, but I ain't trying to find out. So that leads me into friend number 3. Now, friend number 3 was actually introduced to me by friend number 2. And when she saw how friend number 2 was treating me, she just was like, I can't deal with that type of person. And she actually took me in and was a really, really good friend of mine. I ended up getting so close with her family and her daughter, and I really, really loved them. But that friendship, it basically began right when a lot of things were changing in my life. I was really into my church. I'm still into my church, but I was going consecutively every Sunday. I was very involved, and I was baptized. And she was there for my baptism, and I was extremely happy with our friendship. But as I grew, as my situation changed, like my grandfather who raised me was diagnosed with cancer. My dad got a tumor in his brain and had to have, you know, emergency surgery. As my life began to change, so did my outlook on life. So I started to think that I have to make my situation better. I can't just be comfortable with what's around me. I have to change my surroundings if I want to change my life. And what she was doing with her life and the things that she accepted in her relationship wasn't what I wanted for my life. So it was basically, how can I want a good relationship and a good life if I see somebody making decisions that are against or the opposite of what I would like? So right before I was about to sit down with her and tell her, look, I'm gonna have to like distance myself a little bit, get myself together. I have a lot of growing to do, and you know, I can't be involved with a lot of things. Right before, I was blocked on every social media and basically her boyfriend blocked me because he was really the main issue. I just didn't like how he was treating her. He was already putting her in a very bad position, and then I found out that he cheated on her, and I was about to sit down and break this all down to her, but she ended it before I even had the chance. She felt it coming, probably because I let the vibes out, naive of me, but I wish her nothing but the best. She's still with the guy. Apparently, I think they got married and shit, but good for them. I mean, I really, really have no ill will towards the people that I was once close with, so good for her. Now, the next group of people, I want to say couple of people, it wasn't that close. Now, we were really, really cool. Don't get me wrong. We were really, really cool. But as far as them knowing things that I was going through, they only knew half of what I was going through, if half. So I was going through it when I started hanging out with them. And one of the girls I had known before, but I was never as cool with until that time. And another girl I had just met, and I got really, really cool with her because she's a really cool person. But there's some character traits, you know, that are questionable now that I look back on it. And they're just things that at that time they could not provide. Like, there's still a group of girls that I used to be really cool with, that I'm very cordial with, that I would associate with, that if they had anything and they invited me to anything, even if I couldn't make it, I would still, you know, send a gift or send a card or something, because I appreciate people like that, people who are good to me. But the problem is, when I was going through my storm, God sent an angel, my man, to help me weather that storm. And it was like the same time I distanced myself from my friends, and so they took it as, oh, she got a man now, she don't need no friends, blah 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 blah. And it's kind of offensive because anyone who knows me knows that I'm not that type of person, but whatever. Anyway, so it kind of was, since you got a man, you ended up being just to yourself, you don't hang out no more, you don't club no more. And I wanted, again, I wanted different from my life. I didn't want to really do the same things because they weren't getting me anywhere. And you know, it didn't really help that they couldn't understand that I was personally going through things. A lot happened with my family, and instead they just looked at it like, oh, she got a man now, she don't want to fuck with us. Well, my bad. So yeah, we just grew apart. I don't have any, you know, the only issue that I really had was I was slightly involved in some stupid drama that one of the girls and one of my makeup clients had, and they made it seem like she talked shit about me, saying that I was talking shit about my client. And that's as messy as that got, because I don't do drama anymore. Maybe that's why I'm not that eager to have friends. I don't want the drama. I don't need it. I just want to travel the world, build more businesses, get more residual income, and be good. I want my family to be good. That's where my life is at. That's where my head is at. I don't want to be bothered, if that sounds bad. Like, here's the thing. The group of women that I spoke to you about, or that I told you guys about earlier, they've grown with me. I've had disagreements with them. I stopped talking to them at times. Like, we had disagreements, but we've grown, and all of us are in the same, basically the same space. I have a friend who we had a conversation. It was me and two other girls, and we were trying to figure out for one of the girls how she could start her company, how she could get her career on the go. My other friend hit me up last weekend and told me, hey, I closed on a house. Like, that's the type of friendship that I am supporting right now. That's what I want. I don't want just we're cute when we're out, we're taking pictures because we're out, or I just need more than that. Here's the thing. Nothing is wrong with going out. Trust me, I have had my days. Between the ages of 19 and 27, I've had enough. Like, I don't have no house. I have stocks, you know, that I was trading and stuff like that. But that's recently, that's in the past 2 years. None of these friends have helped me grow where it will matter, where it will last. Like, you've helped me with my personality and my emotions maybe at the time, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with any of these women. Like, my thing is, we met at the airport. We had the same destination for our layover, so we flew and had this journey to our layover. But baby girl is going to Fiji and I'm going to Australia, and just because I'm not going to Fiji doesn't make her destination less beautiful, and just because she's not going to Australia makes my destination less beautiful. It all happens for a reason. Who's to say that we won't leave Fiji and Australia and fly to Bali together? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. It's okay to not have friends. It's okay to not be with the same group of people that you thought you were going to be with. It's okay to let them go. Just let it go. You know, you'll have people that genuinely love you. You'll have strangers rooting for you more than some of these people that you think are your really best friends. So the whole point of this video is I have grown. I've grown so much. And if you knew me yesterday, let me reintroduce myself. Hi, my name is Tahita. I'm a brand new person. So I don't got no friends, but I'm cool with it. You know, I think it's helped me to grow. It helps me to focus on my family and myself so much more. So I don't feel bad about it, but that's just to let y'all know. I got friends, but I ain't got no friends, really. But yeah, so that's it for my first story time, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, because as I said, I will have much more videos coming your way. But yeah, leave any questions, any comments down below. Till next video, bye guys.